And if I told you that the real root of your complexes and fears is not the lack of confidence, but something that almost no one dares to accept? The cause is in your ego. Yes, although it sounds strange, it is the ego that makes you feel insecure, distrustful, and full of fears. When a person feels complex, the first thing he thinks is, I lack security. But the truth is, another insecurity is not born from the absence of confidence, but from the excess of ego. The ego constantly whispers to you. Everyone is looking at you. Everyone notices your defects. Everyone talks about you. And there is the trap, to believe that the world revolves around oneself. Imagine someone entering a room full of strangers. Immediately he feels that everyone is watching him. That one criticizes his way of walking, that another judges his clothes, that someone else makes fun of his posture. The heart beats hard, the nerves appear, the body shrinks, but the reality is different. Most of those people did not even realize their entrance. Why? Because everyone is too busy thinking about their own problems, their own complexes. The ego is an illusion that places the person in the center of the universe. It makes you believe that everyone is attentive to every detail of their appearance, their voice, or their gestures. That excess of personal importance generates fear. Fear of rejection, fear of criticism, fear of not being enough. The ego wants to protect, but in the attempt, it encloses and limits. And here is the paradox. The bigger the ego, the more fragile the person feels. Because of minimum criticism, a simple look or a casual comment is enough for it to collapse. Accepting that one is just one more person in a huge world can sound hard, but it is actually liberating. When someone understands that others are not aware of each defect, they can start acting freely. They can speak in public without thinking about how they look. They can approach someone without fear of rejection. They can show themselves as they are. In the end, complexes lose strength when one stops feeding them. And something else, those who make fun or point out the defects of others do it because they carry their own A safe person does not need to attack. That is why every joke speaks more of the insecurity of who throws it than of the person who receives it. We all have insecurities. It is normal. But the important thing is not to let them govern our lives. Most complexes can be worked on and improved, but the first thing is to take away their power. When a person stops giving so much space to their ego, they discover something incredible: the freedom to live regardless of what others think. So, the invitation is clear. Do not live as a prisoner of your complexes. Work on what you can improve. Accept what you cannot change. And understand once and for all that the world does not revolve around you. The ego makes you believe that you are the center of the world. Security comes when you discover that you are not